You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Markeia McCarty and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's WWE SmackDown After Show.
I want Rose's music to play for a minute, because it's like one of the very few times we'll ever hear her music.
You gotta just let it ride, man. Enjoy it.
It's not bad music for her character.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I was very excited to see her in singles competition tonight, but with the outcome of it, we'll get to that. Welcome everybody to SmackDown After Buzz. I am Christian Rosenberg. Of course, never doing this alone. I got my man, Mr. Rome Moore, by my side. How are you, sir?
Yo, I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I am fantastic.
That is wonderful.
Well, thank you for that splendid statement.
I'm not gonna ask you out on a date, man.
Should I step out for a second, guys? 'Cause,
No, I think we need
give you a moment.
Markeia, I think we need you to interrupt this moment very badly.
Yeah, please.
Markeia
Save
McCarty
us.
filling in for Core Takei from our good friends at Main Event. How are you, my dear?
Oh, I'm all the good.
All the good.
All the
Not
good.
just
All the
some
good.
of the good.
Not
All of the good. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. First off, we had it was a packed SmackDown with a lot of questions, but it was packed nonetheless. But then, more importantly, we got a bunch of news regarding more releases. WWE, the quarterly numbers came out, issues with the network, all that stuff. And we're going to be getting into that after we talk about this week's SmackDown. So, a lot of info coming your way, everybody.
That's his version of a tease.
That was my tease. That was some foreshadowing.
It was good.
You like it?
You feel good about it?
I feel all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, sure.
I think it was a B+ plug.
You want to try it again?
Yeah, and
right.
something like news is at the end or something.
All right, well, make sure you don't leave early, because after we talk about SmackDown, we got some news to discuss.
Okay.
Nah, go with the first
I like
Yeah,
the first one better.
was-
I like the
yeah.
first one better.
The
Go with
first
the first
one.
one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, SmackDown, hailing from Corpus Christi, Texas. I feel like Corpus Christi never gets a Raw, but we get like 3 SmackDowns from Corpus Christi a year.
Oh, of course.
I feel like it. And I'm surprised we didn't have anyone thrown in the Gulf of Mexico this time. We usually do in Corpus Christi.
We did get Diego, though.
But we did get Diego.
Yes.
And then we had Zoom In for fans with the We the People, and it was pretty much all Mexicans that they went to We the
Or
People.
People from Hispanic origins.
Yeah.
Why they gotta be Mexican, man?
Because they're right on the border. It'd be different if it was like in Iowa.
There's some dude that's like, I'm from Guatemala. Yeah.
And I already got lots of hate mail. Anywho, all the hate tweets are starting. We kick things off with Jack Swagger, speaking of the Real American, taking on Cesaro, the former tag team partners, squaring off. And it's amazing how things changed in a few months. These guys feuded a few months ago. Technically, they were both heels at the time, but the crowd was cheering for Cesaro. All of a sudden, we kind of switch bases. Swagger's the face now, and the crowd is cheering for Swagger over Cesaro. That's just weird to me.
Yeah. Well, I did like this match because it can't all be USA versus Russia.
No, it was USA
so-
versus Switzerland.
Yeah.
Gotta-
So I like that whole, there's a rivalry there. So I'm glad that they did that. And I loved when Cesaro stood up straight and tall after he had laid Swagger out, and then everybody's like, boo, no. And he took it like a
With
man.
that much passion.
Boo, no.
Well, the thing.
I love this already.
Yeah. Well, the thing that caught my attention right from the beginning is they slightly altered Cesaro's music. They've changed it. It no longer has Perry Saturn's siren that we always talked about. Clearly, they listened to us because, like, oh, wait, you're right. It does sound just like Saturn's.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to have a much more obnoxious, like, tow truck siren going off.
Still makes no sense.
Still doesn't make any sense, but is much more annoying to the ears than the previous siren. And, if that they want us to be annoyed by Cesaro. That's one way to help. Be annoyed by his music.
I'm just waiting on. I know what they want for him in the future. They want him to be one of the top baby faces. I'm guessing in the vault somewhere they have like a phenomenal theme song for him at some point.
They got something ready for him.
They better, because that's not gonna work.
To be fair, since he's been in WWE, he's had like 5 different entrances. He's had almost as many themes as Barrett.
He's had almost as many themes as languages he speaks.
That too.
Oh, so he's attractive and smart. Nice.
Thanks, Corey.
And thank you for joining us,
That
Corey.
that was for the both of you.
Didn't know she was here this week.
No, I thought Corey was off this week.
Working on
So
that tan.
yes, because she needs to work on her tan. This match, very good back and forth action as we would expect between the two. Swagger early on went for a Swagger bomb, which Cesaro hopped up, caught him, and literally threw Swagger 6'7", 275, or however much he weighs, and just threw him out of the ring. Just with ease.
Yeah.
That's that Olympic lifting.
He looked like
Yeah.
a whirligig or something. It
Oh,
was
wait,
just
Say it
what?
again?
a whirligig, you know, like it's
A whirly gig.
a whirligig. It's like those little like leaves. Nick knows. Nick is nodding his head.
Our producer, Nike.
Nike. Nike knows what a whirly gig is.
Yeah, it's like if you do that.
Like a propeller.
Well, yeah, like a propeller, but it's a
Spinning
whirligig.
It's a swirly gig.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we'll give it to you.
Okay, I will teach you guys new words. This will
yeah.
happen.
Good.
Yeah,
right.
but I like that. It was a solid toss out of the ring. I liked a lot of things that Cesaro did. I really enjoyed his sneak eye hit that he did against
Sneak
Swagger.
eye hit.
Like
Just
the
let her break down all the
sneak
matches.
eye
I
hit.
do. I'm just going to close this.
It was a sneak eye hit. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
He popped him in the eye behind the ref's back.
He poked him in the eye.
Yeah, popped him in the eye.
Popped him in the eye. God.
It was a sneak eye hit.
Oh,
That
Can you
happened.
imagine when she has kids? Hey, stop messing with your brother. I saw you with that sneak eye hit. I saw you. Like what
Exactly
the
what
hell?
it was.
We are seven minutes into the show, and it's
So-
already one of the best ones in a
A
while.
whirly gig and a sneak eye hit.
Yes.
I love it.
I don't understand.
And
You guys
Rose's
don't know
music.
this.
Rose's music
Yeah.
and Nike.
And Nike. So, shortly after we came back from the commercial break with this, Cesaro literally, he countered a clothesline and into like a snap tiger bomb. You don't normally see a tiger bomb performed as quickly.
Yeah.
That Cesaro
Normally
did
don't
it.
see tiger bombs, period.
That is also true. Now, Cesaro in control pretty much after the commercial break, dominating, runs for a big boot, which Swagger catches him, locks in the Patriot Lock, and I counted, in under 4 seconds, Cesaro tapped to the Patriot Lock. I got no problem with Cesaro losing, being there pushing Swagger in this feud with Rusev. It would make sense for Swagger to get a nice win. But under 4 seconds in your submission hold?
Yeah.
When he wasn't doing any work on the ankle prior?
Because then it's like, on the one hand, is it that Swagger's gotten so incredibly good at doing the Patriot Lock because he's been practicing on Rusev that when it's a different wrestler, then it's an automatic, I can't take this? Or were they just like, this match is going on too long, man?
I'm ready to go.
It's time.
we got to go home.
Back. Yeah. Time to go to the hotel.
I'm meeting these girls at the bar later.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Rusev does have a much bigger leg. So,
There is that.
yeah.
He does. But yeah, so Swagger gets the win, and as Swagger and Coulter are ready to lead the crowd in the We the People chant, Rusev's music hits, and Lana says, "Behold the real red, white, and blue." Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Fighting words.
Yep. And then Lana officially challenges Jack Swagger to a flag match at SummerSlam. Now,
I'm so excited.
I could have... Where was it? I could have sworn there was some AfterBuzz host, like maybe a month ago.
A month ago?
Over the last month has been saying that it's going to be a flag match between Swagger and Rusev at
Quasto.
SummerSlam. No.
One Quasto?
No, I remember someone mentioned it to Quasto when they filled in on a Raw.
Time to come.
No.
It might have been Tom or Scott.
No.
That kind of seems like something one of them would
Sure,
say.
when-
No, I
North
think
and
someone
Dale.
filled in on Main Event in a week and mentioned it too. I can't
Are
put my
you-
finger on
Are
it.
you referencing yourself right
What?
now? Is that
Me?
what you?
Me?
Oh my god.
Just talking about how I predicted this from months ago.
Nah, it was The
Yeah.
Walking Dale. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was
No.
Dale.
Yeah.
I'm a genius. Anyway.
Not a genius. You predicted a very predictable match.
Don't ruin my moment. Don't ruin my moment. I
And
don't
then
get
had
many.
this-
I don't get many of these.
And then had this long lead in where I thought it was an honest question.
Yeah, she was actually thinking.
Then you
was
clearly,
thinking. I
then
was
you
like,
clearly could not read my sarcasm.
And he was dripping with it.
And well, Coulter mentions Americans don't run from two things. One, a party. Apparently, Coulter's turned into this like party animal.
He's cool now, huh?
And two, defending old glory. Those 50 stars and 13 bars on Old Glory. That's calling
Did he
this-
say bars?
Yeah,
or did he
he-
say stripes?
No, he's saying he's calling the 13 stripes bars.
Yeah.
50 stars and
Okay.
13
I'm
bars.
just laughing at the way he said it.
50 stars and 13 bars. I think just Coulter really wants a drink.
Yeah.
Between the party and talking about bars.
Yeah, I think he needs a couple.
guess so.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is he a Jack or a Jam guy?
Ooh.
He's got to be a Jack guy. Well, no, actually. That's a tough question.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That is a good one.
I'm asking that to a lot of people.
YouTube question of the week.
Yeah. Is he a Jack or a Jim guy?
Yeah.
Know what they say about Jim?
But yeah, so we got Jack Swagger and Rusev flag match at SummerSlam. That is officially announced. From there, we get Mr. Randy Orton coming out, takes his 5-minute intro, and then pretty much just talks about how he should be the one in the championship match at SummerSlam, but Roman Reigns cost him, so I'm challenging Roman Reigns to a match at SummerSlam. And then he posed. That was that. Really, absolutely nothing to break down with that.
Yeah. Well, he also waited for the downbeat in his music because he was just kind of crouched there for a bit.
Oh, for your big poses, you wait for the cue in the music. Triple H does it. Orton, all the big ones wait for the right
catch it.
moment.
Yeah, gotta catch the crescendo.
That's
Right.
right. R-Truth versus Bo Dallas in a rematch from Monday Night Raw where tragedy struck.
Tragedy?
Tragedy struck
Tragedy.
because Bo Dallas' streak ended to R-Truth.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened.
Yeah. Well,
Nobody really knows when to make it.
had to end sometime.
The streak
and
has to end.
Talk about surprising. Yeah.
That's a one word to describe it.
And good for our truth to, win. That's good.
I just want to say this because I forgot I hadn't got back in contact with the guy I need to call him. But I think that this thing, R-Truth winning over Bo Dallas, is completely a result of that article that was written about racism in pro wrestling by the guy that wrote that article for the Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
Ooh, I've
all
got
of a sudden, it's like, oh, well.
No, R-Truth wins.
Yeah.
They're starting to set up that thing with Woods, Big E, and Kofi, which we really haven't had them on SmackDown.
They
So we haven't gotten
haven't
a
been
chance to
back.
talk
Yeah.
about
Oh,
them
they
yet.
were great. They were great on main event.
I saw them on
Yeah.
main event. They were
Yeah.
great. They were.
It's like, guys, we're giving you a promotion. You're going to go from losing on Raw to being a team of main event.
To talking
Yeah.
on main event.
Yeah,
They weren't
talking
even
on main
wrestling.
event, yeah.
They were just talking.
Yeah.
Just go out together.
To being one of the new trios. Since
Yeah.
we've got, we need to fill in some spaces of trios. We don't have any right now.
Yeah, true.
Oh, by the way, apparently, according to the chat, Zeb is a fan of Red Bull and vodka. Don't ask me why.
Oh, I would have never guessed that.
I wanted to get that.
Red
Guess
Bull
that
and
either.
vodka.
But
a chick drink,
quote
yeah.
of the night. Quote of the night comes from JBL at the beginning of this match with Bo Dallas and R-Truth saying, "Truth is the one in 17-1."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
And Michael Cole just stops what he's doing and is just like, "Did you really just say that?"
Yeah, he did. JBL is so good. Was it just
He's-
dropping those?
Oh God, I love JBL so much.
Yeah. He just drops a one-liner out of nowhere
Yeah.
that you don't expect. It's what King used to do. No disrespect to the King, but we've heard all of his. Yeah, JBL is...
After 20 years, you
Yeah.
run out of material. To be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Bo, very aggressive in this match, much more than normal. And in fact, he's pounding on R-Truth. R-Truth is under the ropes. Ref's counting the 5. Dallas is refusing to release the hold. Ref rings a bell. Bo is disqualified. And Dallas just continued to beat down R-Truth more and more, and then grabs the mic and says, "I believe that R-Truth got exactly what was coming to him. Believing is a spiritual experience, And I know that all of you have not lost faith because all of you deep down inside truly believe in me.
Yeah.
And then leaves the ring with his gorgeous smile. And by gorgeous, I mean awkward. So,
I'm not gonna even talk.
well,
I thought it was an interesting turn. You know, I did not expect that from Bo Dallas at all. And I want him to go like evangelist nuts. I kind of want that. You know, like still be, peppy and energetic and smiling, but just be that kind of smiling crazy.
Jim Jones, drink the Kool-Aid.
Exactly. I kind of like that. I think he can still be spiritual and just be terrifying in that way. It was kind of a hint of it for me.
and we'll see how it continues because obviously there's going to be some type of payoff match between the two. Maybe they're going to push this to be like the kickoff match for SummerSlam.
Yeah. Wow, R-Truth in a kickoff match for SummerSlam.
He's on something.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than nothing. So we'll wait and see. Then we get AJ, the Divas champion, taking on Rosa Mendez, the music that we played at the beginning of the show. This was hilarious. And the reason I said it is because Rosa's in the ring, and we're like, oh, she's going to take on AJ one-on-one. I lean over to Markeia, and I was just like, I don't remember the last time I've seen Rosa in a one-on-one match, so I'm interested to see what she can do. This match lasted 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Rosa's yelling at AJ, saying, I should have a shot at the Divas title. Kick in the gut, Black Widow, done.
Yeah, that was it.
That was the whole match.
That was it.
I was just like, what just happened? Like, I wanted to see if Rosa could do anything. And we didn't even get a chance.
No.
I actually spent more time contemplating why didn't Wardrobe see that malfunction in her costume
Yes.
than
the actual match
the
itself.
actual match.
Yeah, for whatever reason, with Rosa's outfit, very nice outfit, but you can clearly see her, like, bra strap, like, in between.
Which is a taupe, so that goes with her skin tone. But still, it's just, Wardrobe's been pretty decent about paying attention to, like, little things like that. It's very rare that you have, like, malfunctions. And this was just, like, very obvious.
No.
Yeah, it was just sticking out. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
What's the lady's name from Total Divas? The seamstress.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's
I
only
should know
one
this.
of the 14 shows you do here.
It's just,
I know.
These people take
I don't
pride
do
in their
many
work.
shows at all.
And it's just that was a little bit surprising.
Yeah.
Maybe because they knew backstage that this was not going to be a long match.
Maybe they're
Yeah.
like, it's only 10 seconds.
Yeah,
we don't
it's
have to
like
worry
it's
Going
about
out
it.
there, nobody's going to
It's
even
like-
notice it.
It's like when you turn in a
Sandra, thank you,
Sandra?
Nike.
Okay.
Nike with the Sandra reference. Thank you.
It's kind of like with the science fair experiment. They're like, nobody's going to see that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Just turn
Throw
it
it
in.
out there.
But then, after the match, is when it got really interesting. And to me, this was like the best moment of the entire show tonight. AJ's skipping up the ramp, starts getting ready to pose on the stage, and out of nowhere, Paige shows up, runs, and pushes AJ off of the stage onto the floor and crashes into a camera. AJ's down, trainers, refs are running to her. It's not just the throw down by Paige, which was great. It's then what Paige was doing afterwards. Because then Paige is yelling at Scoon, like, I still love you.
Yeah.
It's like, be careful with my friend. She's fine, guys.
She's okay.
That's my best friend. AJ, I'll check with you later. And then
Yeah. Call me when you're better.
call me when you're better.
Oh, man.
And then skips away.
Yeah.
Intrigue.
I'm like, now we got a feud.
Yeah. Now she's a character. Now we see the direction. So yeah, I'm intrigued.
Now I want her to be champion. I wasn't really too crazy about it when she first had it. Now with this attitude, now I want her to have the title.
Is that all? Is that all it takes to get a little?
Just a little attitude.
just need a little
Just a little
crazy.
attitude gets a title.
Okay.
Yeah.
In my book. That's it.
Rub some crazy on it, and then you're interested.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Is that wrong? All right.
No, it's fine. She's a personality.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we
There's a lot of
got
attitude in the WWE.
there is. There is.
Everybody should get a belt.
Yep. Well, they used to have like 9 titles.
They did.
But we got a lot of animosity in two big Divas feuds. I mean, we've been talking about all the feuds that have been happening, but like AJ and Paige and Brie and Stephanie especially, we're gonna have two big SummerSlam Diva matches, and there's still that off chance that they might throw a third of Naomi and Cameron. It doesn't seem likely with only 2 weeks away, but still, those two, with the build-up they're having, both are going to get time.
Those are going to be really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for the Stephanie McMahon one. I want that so bad.
Everybody wants to see Stephanie's match.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm excited right now just thinking about how awesome that match is going to be, and that I actually cannot right now decide who out of the two are going to actually win. And I love not having that certainty.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't seen. How long has it been?
It's been over 10 years since Stephanie's wrestled.
Yeah. Wasn't she women's champion?
She was a former
2000?
women's champion. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Damn, that was a long time.
It was a long time ago when you think about it.
Wow.
It was before she had kids.
Yeah, it was.
She's had 3 kids since then.
Oh, that
This
she's
is gonna
even
be fun.
tougher.
Oh, well, she's been doing the MMA training and
And
everything.
she's been MMA training. Triple H has
man.
been training with her. Yeah, so
She's not going to feel anything.
Yeah. Oddly enough, even though she's like had to get been so much longer, she is now like tougher and physically stronger now than she certainly was back then.
in a real fight,
Yeah.
who do you have? Stephanie or Brie?
Oh, Stephanie,
Of course.
Ooh,
without a doubt.
yeah.
She's got
No,
the
'cause-
height. She's got the reach.
She's got a reach.
She's got that crazy, that like she's, was it tenacity?
Oh, yeah.
She's not going to stop until she's not breathing in a real fight.
Yeah.
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 Now Nikki, that could go another way.
Wait, isn't it Brie?
Well,
I'm
she's
saying if
she's
she
fighting
was-
Brie.
yeah,
Yeah.
But if she was wrestling Nikki, that would be a little bit. That would be more interesting. If it was a real fight.
Real fight.
Yeah, legit fight.
Yeah.
So the WWE needs more real fights.
Real fights? Yes. Let's take all the safety out of it.
Rome, you go ahead and lead the way with that one.
Oh yeah, no, it'll just.
Let's bring back Brawl for All.
I bet you the ratings will go up. Now we may lose another Bart Gunn, but
Yeah. But
yeah,
or no, we'll have another Bart Gun emerge and then
Yeah,
just get
and then he'll
pounded
get-
by Mayweather or
Yeah.
someone. Instead of Butterbean, we'll have Mayweather.
Such a bad idea.
Years ago in the mid-'90s, Markeia, they decided to try this thing called the Brawl for All, where they actually took wrestlers and gave them legit boxing matches. Like, not playing. Let's just try to see who the toughest guy is. And Bart Gunn was a guy who used to be in a tag team. That tag team broke up, and he was just fine. He had no role at all. And the whole point of the thing was to push this guy named Dr. Death Steve Williams. And in this tournament, he went up against Bart Gunn, and Bart Gunn knocked him out. And it was like, oh, now we got to push Bart Gunn, apparently, because the guy we wanted to get over in this whole feud just got his ass kicked by Bart Gunn.
Yeah, because Bart Gunn doesn't sound like he had anything to lose.
No, he's just like,
So he's like,
I'm getting TV
all right.
time. I got to make the most of it.
Yeah.
He did a 1, 2, 3 kid on it.
Kinda, in a brawling fashion way, yes.
Right.
And then they had him actually be legit boxing match with Butterbean at a WrestleMania, and he got knocked out in like 15 seconds,
Yeah.
and just ruined everything.
Butterbean weighs about 330 pounds.
And was a legitimate boxer.
He knows how to knock people out.
Yes.
Bart Gunn was never seen again. Meanwhile, his tag team partner Billy Gunn is a road agent and one of the New Age Outlaws.
Yep.
Oh,
And
okay.
the rest is history with him. He'll be in
Yep.
the Hall of Fame one day.
Oh, of course. That worked out.
Yeah. Sorry, Bart.
Next.
Yes, that was our history section.
That was your history section for the day. And the chat roll is ecstatic that we brought up Brawl for All.
Brawl for All. Yeah.
Because that's something that not many people like to bring up.
Yeah. I thought it was great.
It sounds kind of terrifying, actually.
Well,
Especially if you were working for them.
It was a different age. Different era.
Yes.
I'm guessing.
Yes.
Different era.
Dean Ambrose backstage talking about all the authority does to put obstacles in front of him to protect Seth Rollins. And tonight he's willing to go through whoever to get to Rollins, including Kane, because tonight he's got a handicap match with him. And he tells Kane, I hope you brought 2 of those masks with you. Because when I'm done beating Rollins' face in, he's going to need one.
I like how you're using the same voice for every strong.
Every wrestler sounds the same in my head.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
do your Stephanie McMahon.
When I get in the ring with Brie Bella,
Okay.
Okay. Well,
She's gonna.
Okay.
See, they're all
Yeah.
just in my head. Every wrestler just has that lower, a little more sinister voice. Is that wrong?
what does Rey Mysterio sound like?
When I hit the 619 and the West Coast pop, he might have some Spanish in there,
Okay.
but otherwise,
Yeah.
the voice is the same.
All right.
Cool.
How about El Torito? Do it.
Oh God.
How many more do you want me to do? I can go for the next 40 minutes.
He will.
Just
Repeating the same line.
just doing the same.
Yeah.
Just give me a different wrestler. When I hit the Rough Rider, Long Island IZ Zack Ryder will be victor. I mean, I could just give me a guy.
Stardust.
Dean Ambrose versus Kane and Seth Rollins in a handicap match. Well played, sir. Kane and Rollins working on the taped up shoulder of the Ambrose. No surprise. I'm just wondering when Dean Ambrose is going to get a show off so he can technically rest his shoulder and then show up without it taped up. Because eventually he has to wrestle without it taped up.
Yeah. Bob Orton. Just let it keep going
Yeah, Bob Orton
with the cast.
Bob Orton had a quote unquote broken hand for about 2 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, some people don't heal as well as others.
Yeah, apparently.
Slow healer, man.
Super slow. Years.
So Mr. Glass.
Ambrose did eventually, get some fight in there. Hit a suicide dive onto both of them. Finally got his hands on Seth Rollins in the ring before Kane was able to make the save. But then Ambrose just hops out of the ring, grabs a chair, and just runs and starts swinging. Get himself disqualified. He don't care.
Yeah.
And just tries to attack the two. Rollins gets away, but in the midst of it, Ambrose hits Kane with a DDT on the chair. But it actually looked like Kane never touched the chair, and Ambrose just hit the entire chair with his back. But Kane took the DDT. And pretty much for the first time in this whole feud, Ambrose is the one standing tall.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had that yet.
They needed it. At
Yeah,
least
they did.
once.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about it, though, is that now I'm very conflicted when SummerSlam happens about, because they'll have Rollins and Ambrose together. And now I can't just automatically say, oh, yeah, Ambrose will win, because he doesn't mind DQing himself.
Yeah, no, he doesn't
So it's
care.
like, man, that's messing up my predictions, Ambrose. It's like, stop it. Don't just, I know there's the feud, but can you win? Can you do it without grabbing a chair or a bell or a kendo stick from
I
under
like
the ring
that about
somehow?
him, though. I like the fact that you have no idea what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very enjoyable.
He's so unpredictable.
Which is refreshing.
Yeah. Like, I'm looking forward to him one day dismantling the barricade and, like, using the wall some kind of way. He's just...
He will throw the barricade into the ring and use
Putting-
it as a weapon somehow.
Putting somebody under it and just jumping up
just
and
jumping
down.
over and over. It's going to be some absurd, like, weapon he's going to have one day.
Man, I also liked his face after he slammed Kane's face into the metal steps, and then he's like, Kane's down, Rollins is in the ring, it's Christmas.
I can go get him now.
Oh, it was
No one's
such
stopping
joy.
me.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Love it.
Yes. The chat roll has asked me now to also do like the promo like Undertaker, which will still be exactly the same as I did it 2 minutes ago.
That's horrible.
I know.
You would do the Undertaker in that voice. Is that what he really sounds like? To
What,
you?
In my head,
Oh.
in my head, everyone sounds the same.
What does your mother sound like?
Christian, go to your room because you're grounded. Now I sound like a movie trailer
Yeah, I
guy.
was looking at the movie trailer guy now. In a world. Like, I was just
In a
waiting
world
on
where
that.
Christian is grounded.
The hell just happened?
I don't know. What happened to this show?
It took a whirly gig.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you can use it. Yeah.
And we brought it back. Renee Young is backstage with Jericho. We find out tonight that if Jericho beats Eric Rowan in the main event, then Eric Rowan is banned from ringside in his match with Bray Wyatt at SummerSlam. That's pretty much what this whole promo was about. That's it. And then Goldust and Stardust.
My favorite backstage.
Oh man.
What do you say about Goldust and Stardust?
There's nothing.
Every time, what do you
Yeah.
say? We Stardust asks Goldust a riddle, where at the end of it is, what color is the cowboy's saddle? Because Goldust, for whatever reason, is wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
We never got an explanation of that.
No,
Do you
none
need
needed.
Goldust said, "Is it brown?" And Stardust hissed at him because that was wrong. and he said the answer is always written in the stars. So we didn't know what color the cowboy saddle was. We never found out. We are on a cliffhanger. We got to tune in next week just to find out what color the cowboy saddle is.
Man, it's just I love I love how Goldust ran. He just ran away. He ran away from Stardust. He's like, this has gone way past the line, man.
Watching them is like watching Daryl Hammond and Will Ferrell do Celebrity Jeopardy back
Yes.
So
That's
nice.
what it's like. It's the Sean Connery versus Alex Trebek characters from SNL.
They're just playing off each other,
Yeah.
feeding each other.
When you got someone as bizarre as Goldust just staring at Stardust and be like, "What is wrong with you?" You know you did something well.
Yeah. I don't know. Just keep giving us more of it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
more. I don't even want them to wrestle.
They don't even have to wrestle.
No, I want
have
6
to.
more months of these.
Yeah, just this. This is hard to say. Forgive me, chat roll, if I'm just being a prisoner of the moment. But is this better than Booker T Goldust when they were a tag team? Because this is damn good. Just watching them.
It is damn good. The
is
Booker
good.
T and Goldust though actually had a story behind it.
Yeah, they had story.
Because they were actually wrestling, trying to get the tag titles against the NWO.
Yeah.
And their segments usually went longer.
Yeah, they did.
And involved more guys. So with that, I think I would still have to give the edge to Booker and Goldust.
Yeah.
But this is really damn
It's
good.
really good.
Think about it. This is like only what, the third or fourth little promo piece with them? How long were Booker
Oh
T
no!
and
No, there's been they're
been,
doing
like, a
one.
lot more?
They're doing one on Raw. They're doing one on Main Event. They're doing one on
Okay, I watched
SmackDown. They just
Raw.
They
keep
do
going over and over and over
I
and
think
over.
they just show up like on a Sunday and film
And
like
just film like
12
30 of them.
Yeah.
Maybe
What,
that's
just
why
put
he
them
was wearing
all-
a cowboy
Yeah.
hat. It's like,
Yeah.
you look too similar. Put this on.
Like somehow Goldust and Stardust have had like a month vacation from on the road, and they've just been in Orlando for like 2 days filming all these things.
Just down at NXT, film them all. Go down to Full Sail. Oh, man.
All right, so from us being very joyful with that promo, let's go to Fandango and Diego. Yeah, Rome, you can leave now.
Thank you.
So Fandango and Diego in a rematch. That's right, they've already wrestled before.
Yeah.
Fandango gets
Wait, hold up. Wait,
Yeah.
You hear that?
silence.
I think the WWE stock price just dropped again.
Oh.
Right there.
Wow.
That's another tease for the news later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Torito distracts Fandango. Fandango starts chasing him around the ring. Then Summer Rae and Layla, who are again out there, stop Fandango. Don't hurt Torito. He's little. Fandango goes back in the ring, gets the upper hand on Diego. All of a sudden, his music hits. And Summer and Layla are now tangoing with Torito. Although I don't think Torito knows what's going on. Like, all of a sudden, he's just being pulled back and forth. Meanwhile, Diego gets back up, backstabber. Diego, one half of a tag team, where the other half of the tag team is still injured, once again beats Fandango. I'm starting to feel like Fandango is the good guy in this. Because he keeps getting screwed out of matches, and Summer Rae and Layla have turned into the villains.
I beg to differ. He's the one that's losing those matches. He doesn't have to get distracted.
But then but they're causing a distraction.
Yeah, they're the ones that keep continue. The key to being a good face is making the crowd feel your vulnerability. Make them feel you going through something. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
Because he
Thank
keeps
you.
getting his ass kicked by them. it's
I
a
have
point where it's
yet to
overkill.
feel sorry for him.
And-
He cheated on both of them. They banded together, and now they're hanging out and having fun, and he's
they're-
having a problem with it.
Well, obviously, yeah, there was like the whole thing of what
That
he did was
thing.
wrong. And they got their revenge, and it should have ended there. But the fact that it's been going on for like another month, and
Yeah.
we're having guys that haven't won a singles match since 2009
Yeah.
get victories.
Here we go. I'll do it like this.
Do it like this, right?
Okay.
Let me see. Let me break it down.
Break it down. Break it down.
You are a woman. Have
Check.
you ever,
Last time I checked.
Good, because I would feel funny about
This conversation will take an awkward turn.
Yeah, she's looking really good.
Rome's treating you like Corey, too.
Don't stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. But if a guy broke up with you, and you were pissed about it, you're going to be hurt. You're going to be angry for about a week. You may even seek some revenge. I don't know what you do. Some people tell me you guys smash windows or key cards and stuff like that, slash tires. Sometimes, I don't know. I ain't speaking from personal experience.
People in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there comes a point when the woman usually just goes, okay, and she leaves. She's done with it. These two women aren't done with it.
Oh, so that makes them villains. Okay. I think if they did something a little bit more than just causing a distraction, then I could buy him more as a face. Like, you know, when the rivalry first started in the beginning, when they were fighting with each other, Summer and Layla, and then mistakenly hit him in the face during his match with, I think it was with Bo Dallas, and then Bo Dallas ended up pinning Fandango. That was an accident, but if something like that happened now, when they're doing the distraction thing, I need for them to have more of a hand into it for me to see them as heels and for him to be a face.
See, but then it
like right now, it's just on him.
Right. And then it kind of goes back to, if you think of, you know, the old-fashioned way of how you work on the card. Technically, you know, you're supposed to have, like, the winner's purse if you win the match. And the more matches you win, the higher up the card you go, getting closer to title shots. If you lose the matches, the more you drop on the card. So if you have that mentality, you actually feel for Fandango in this. Because, like, the girls keep screwing out of matches where he's going to slowly keep falling down the ladder, getting farther away from title shots, not getting that quote-unquote winner's purse for winning matches. And something's got to give here, whether Fandango gets a new girl, whether then one of the Summer Rae or Layla then somehow makes some twist and goes back to him.
The fact that they still care.
That's,
makes it seem like one of them still wants him.
Right.
Just story-wise. So
I don't know.
I'm just saying I wish that they would do something a bit more direct than just a distraction. And then that would tip me over
they
the
need
edge
to
for
they
it.
need to have their waiting to exhale moment. They need to just exhale and just let it go.
Yeah, just
just
put a bunch of his
just
his
waiting to
pants together on the ramp and set them on fire.
We're just having a fun mid-90s show. Wait to exhale, brawl for all.
During the match.
Yeah. Damn, we
And
Then we
whirly
in any
gig.
case.
Whirly gig. We get recap of Cena and Heyman from Monday Night Raw. Kind of self-explanatory. Cena doing his typical, I'm going to go in with all my heart into this match at SummerSlam, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All right.
Beat every breath from my body.
Yeah.
It was that one, right?
That was the one.
Yeah.
That almost sounded like how every promo sounds in my head.
Really?
Brock
Lesnar. All right. Alberto Del Rio versus Dolph Ziggler. Miz is on commentary. Miz shakes the hands of JBL and Mike Cole and then immediately pours sanitizer on his hands. Loved it.
germaphobe, man. He's a
germaphobe.
Make sure he's
Well,
clean.
because with all the interviews he's doing, all the people he's meeting, all the TV shows he's on,
Oh,
you never
absolutely.
all the production
Stay clean.
meetings he's in.
Can't get sick, man.
Yeah, and he's bringing relevance to the IC title once again, which, based on what's happened over the last 6-8 months, I 100% agree with.
Yeah,
He's actually doing something with it.
Yeah.
You can do anything with the belt and make it popular again. Just anything.
Yeah.
I'm just happy that somebody's doing something.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because Big E had it for a while, but nothing was really done.
Big E, Curtis
This-
Axel.
Oh, yeah, Curtis Axel had
who
it.
else had it? And it was just
Bad
nothing.
news, but then he broke
Well,
his,
he
broke
was
his
starting to bring it, but then he got hurt.
Collarbone, right? Or clavicle? He
Shoulder.
broke shoulder.
Yeah.
Separated shoulder.
And Bad News Barry, that was a good move. And this is the next best thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Him and his moneymaker.
The moneymaker.
Moneymaker.
Ziggler gets in control, in which then Miz grabs a live mic and stands on the announce table, and we see his red pants and loafers. Wow. Asks for quiet on the set.
Those were some tight pants, too. Just saying.
Well,
Just
you
saying.
comment on the tightness. I'm just commenting on how bright they were. And asked for quiet on the set because he needed to continue his acceptance speech that was interrupted on Raw. And
Love it.
he wanted to finish it by thanking Ziggler for giving him the opportunity to beat him for the Intercontinental title and you're just not as good as I am, which caused Ziggler to run out the ring, try to chase Miz. Miz hopped over the barricade, so he gets escaped. As Ziggler tries to get back in the ring, Enziguri kick by Del Rio, locks in a cross arm breaker, and Alberto Del Rio gets a much-needed win for him. And then Miz comes back and just kind of smiles as he walks up the ramp.
Puts on some sunglasses.
Indoors.
Of course.
Yep. Recap of Brie versus Stephanie. We kind of already touched on it earlier. Just kind of trying to go through the rest of it fairly quickly because we got all that news stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Wyatt's come out to the ring, pretty much talking about after SummerSlam, Chris Jericho will just be dirt, and they're the people only hear his words, they only see his visions. He will be the savior after SummerSlam. That leads to Rowan versus Jericho. Fun match. I've been saying it the last few weeks. Eric Rowan, these last few months, has gotten better and better and better. Of course, when now you're putting him in a spotlight match against a guy like Jericho who can make anybody look like gold. He looked even better. And Rowan delivered a roundhouse kick. Like,
Good one.
yeah, that's not a
Really
move you
good.
normally see the guy his size do.
No.
No.
It went
That was
to-
a good one.
He suddenly kind of going to like Luke Harper school, doing moves of a guy your size you should not be doing.
Yeah.
And then he had a bear hug locked in, which Jericho eventually countered. Rowan ran into the turnbuckle. Jericho got out of the way, turned into a code breaker. Jericho gets the win. So Eric Rowan is banned from ringside at SummerSlam. And we have a stare down between Jericho and Wyatt. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there in the screening room and be like, okay, where's Luke Harper? He's going to hit him from behind, right? I mean, he's not there with Bray. Where's
kept waiting
Harper?
on that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
where's Harper?
Yeah.
This
That
makes-
would have been nice.
This makes no sense.
That'd been
Where's
really
Luke
good.
Harper? Where's Luke Harper? And there was no Luke Harper. And
busy.
SmackDown goes off the air.
He was busy.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
to do.
You know, he was
touting.
He was checking all the rodent traps.
Sure.
Yeah. Because they're backwater people, right?
Sure.
Isn't that what they're? Stop. The Wyatts. You guys. Both of
Checking
you.
the rodent traps.
Yeah. Or, you know, wrestling a gator.
Yeah.
Wrestling a gator.
Yeah.
Wrestling a gator.
Wrestling
Well,
again.
he's got the gator roll.
He does. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
that is how SmackDown goes off the air. So what would we say match of the night before we get into all the other news?
Hold on, I gotta go through my list.
You'll go through your list because your notes are on your phone.
Yes. It's my wrestling gimmick.
That's true. I'm gonna go as far as my pick for. I mean, I guess my favorite match was the Del Rio Ziggler, but the moment with Paige, to me, just stole the show, for me.
I'm gonna be funny, and I'm gonna say Rosa Mendez versus AJ Lee.
Well, with that is with the Paige moments.
I know,
Yeah.
but you said match,
Yeah.
not
yeah,
post
the
match.
actual
All
match.
right. So you like the
itself.
match that went 10 seconds?
AJ was in it, so yeah.
No, good point.
AJ, please don't touch me. Lee.
I don't know. For as far as match wise goes, it's between Swagger,
Swigger.
Swagger.
Swagger, Swagger Cesaro versus and then ADR Ziggler. I'm gonna go with the Ziggler match. I liked it.
Okay.
You know, it's great storyline with it, and I enjoy Ziggler. So yeah, I'm going with that one.
Now we got to get into news because we even got a sound.
TV news.
Nike was waiting for that.
He was. He was. I mean, he was. And now we're gonna get into the news. Boom.
Wait, when is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say it?
Is it
gonna
now? Is it now?
Spaceship. Spaceship.
So, a lot of news happened. First off, let's talk about some releases. As of this morning, actually, Friday morning, WWE released 5 NXT talents as of the recording of this show. Travis Tyler, Garrett Dillon, Mac Miles, Danny Jax, and Slate Randall.
Great names.
All fantastic names. Most of these guys have not yet been on NXT television.
Yeah.
Or if they were just kind of used as a jobber. The only big one, and maybe it's for selfish reason that sticks out on this list, is Slate Randall, formerly Sean Ricker, who was out here working at Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, and was also on The Rock's reality show, The Hero. Kind of a guy with the complete package. For whatever reason, Him and these other 4, don't know exactly the reason behind it yet. Budget cuts, politics. Someone did something bad. Who knows? And
Budget cuts and politics.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
it could be several of those things. But now with a few other signings that they had of Prince Devitt, Kenta, Kevin Steen, those guys coming in, wanting to make room, and unfortunately got rid of some people.
Yeah.
And then speaking of getting rid of people, our friend from out here, after 4 years in WWE, working 4 WrestleManias, Spanish announce team, manager, wrestler, appeared in Royal Rumbles, wore a mask as El Local, Ricardo Rodriguez released.
Jesus.
Also, in the independent scene was known as Chimera.
Chewy.
And
He's really, really good in the ring.
He's one of those overall talents who can train.
Yeah.
He is a good wrestler. And he was helping with for the Spanish demographic with the commentary. He had a younger commentator on the Spanish announce team. So this, honestly, again, it could be a cost-cutting thing, but it honestly surprised me.
I don't know if he asked for his, because I know his tweet out, after he was released, after news broke, made it sound like he asked to be released. I'm not sure. I know he alluded to missing wrestling, and the guy definitely loves being in the ring. I don't know if it was a WWE move and that was just his response, or if he asked them for his release. Either way, he got released. But yeah, the Indies just got a hell of a worker back.
Yeah.
But obviously without that WWE check, but he wasn't working like he wanted to work up there.
Sure.
I met him years ago, but our first time being in the ring together, it was a training session at it was Smiley's old deal.
The Fit Pit.
The Fit Pit, yeah. We had a training session over there with Brian Kendrick and Paul London. And I'll never forget, I got there late. And Kendrick and London are going off on these poor kids at the time who weren't really showing the level of intensity that they needed to show in the ring. So the very next 2 people in the ring were me and Chimera.
Yep.
And that was our first time really, really working with each other. And upon first couple steps, I'm like, oh yeah, I can dance with this dude.
Yeah,
we can go.
Oh, man, this is amazing. You guys are describing this like really great guy, and the only thing that I know him as is that manager that would walk out with Del Rio. I've only been watching for like a little less than a year now.
If you've only watched WWE, that's what you know him as.
Okay.
But out here in Southern California, on the independent scene, because there are a lot of wrestling fans in Southern California that have no idea about the independent scene out here.
Yeah, I've only been to like a couple.
Yeah. When I was during my stint as a ref for a few years, I reffed him dozens of times.
Yeah.
Great guy, very good wrestler. And, when I first heard that he got the opportunity to go there, I was ecstatic for him. I'm just like, okay, this could fit well. All of a sudden, and he shows up in a tux.
Yeah.
And it was like, I like this. And then I was even hoping, I know he was too, it was like, okay, now how are we going to develop this into a wrestler? And for some reason, it just never fully evolved into that.
He didn't necessarily. He's phenomenal in the ring. He doesn't have the look that they like.
Yeah.
But outside of that, dude's great in the ring. So.
Now, in the midst of him being released and the NXT talents being released, nearly 60 of their office employees were released.
Not a good sign.
That not good at all.
No, once they start releasing their own staff, not a good sign.
And they have officially announced that the WWE magazine, that's been around for God knows how
decades,
will be, WWE at least will stop publishing it as of October. Like the October issue comes out mid-September. So that's going to be the last WWE magazine. Now, it might get picked up from some other company, but as far as WWE publishing it, that's going to be the last one.
Yeah.
Then they announced their second quarter numbers. The most important thing people were wondering was what's going on with the WWE Network. At the end of the first quarter, they announced they had about 667,000 subscribers. They were hoping for about 1 million, so we knew they were well below that. How much do we add since then? Well, in the second quarter, they announced that now the amount of subscribers is up to 700,000. They've only gained about 33,000 new subscribers since April. That not good.
No,
that not good at all.
Could definitely be better.
No, not good.
They had their net worth dropped 14 million this quarter. Also not good. And
investors don't like that.
no, investors, stock people, they don't like numbers like that. Now, one of the things that is on the up and up is the fact that as of August 12th, the WWE Network will officially be available in 130 more countries. And then as of October 1st, will also be available in the UK. So those numbers are definitely going to rise as far as network subscribers because we all know how popular WWE is overseas in Europe. And we're really going to know for sure.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
And now they're even announcing also that if you continue doing your 6-month commitment, it's going to be the $9.99 a month, or you can go month-to-month option for $19.99.
Yeah.
That's a big old jump for just
jump.
a month-to-month.
Which is still, it doesn't really make sense because
They're still losing money from the pay-per-views.
Guys are gonna be like, oh, it's November. I want to watch Survivor Series. I'll pay $20 for 1 month, or better yet, I'll pay $10 and then just change my credit card number.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I don't know. And then
Well, maybe they're just trying to get more subscribers. Like if they have that 6-month commitment, then it's like, oh well, at least we have this.
Right.
But it's basically they're stepping over dollars to save change.
Well, we'll see. And then one more. This is actually very positive for the WWE because there's been a lot of negative news. So this, thankfully, is a big thing, and actually, it helped their stock go up a little bit the day it was announced.
Yeah.
WWE signed a 10-year deal with Rogers Entertainment in Canada, making it the sole home for WWE Entertainment throughout Canada, where you can also purchase the WWE Network as a premium television channel in Canada.
So you get it as an actual channel.
Yeah, exactly. Which is definitely that's what they wanted from the beginning.
Dumb Canadians.
And now they got that in Canada.
Stop.
And it's a 10-year deal. So they're on with the Rogers Entertainment until 2024. So that definitely is a good thing for them.
They're finally taking a little bit of what the MLB app does. Because now there was another report coming out about the WWE allowing you to something about more device. Oh yeah, smart TVs will get it. I think within the next couple of months, and Blu-ray players, smart Blu-ray players, will now be able to access the app.
Okay.
Yeah, so it will the network, so you'll be able to finally watch it from not your PS3 or your phone.
So
that'd be a lot easier.
Yeah. So are we saying more Michael Cole plugs of the network?
I don't think those are going away. Actually.
No?
I don't. It's weird. I have a feeling, just a small feeling.
And that's very cute that you thought that would go away.
I can only hope.
If you listen closely, he's doing one right now.
What does it sound like?
Not even
what does it sound like, Christian?
He's saying if you subscribe to the network for only $9.99 a month, he's doing it. He's not even at an event right now.
Yeah, just at the house.
He's mowing the lawn. Just plugging the network.
Just for $9.99.
That was all the new stuff I had. I know that was a lot. Was I missing anything, Rome? Did you that I'm not?
I
that
think
I didn't
you got
think
everything. I mean, unless you want to give a quick snippet of the other company.
Oh, you mean that company that's no longer on cable? Well, soon to no longer be on cable.
To be, yeah.
Well,
I know we normally don't talk about them here, but
we don't normally talk about TNA, but they lost their contract with Spike TV. They're canceling it because they don't bring any ratings, which is a shame because they got incredible talent and no creative direction there whatsoever.
Yeah.
They've
had
they're going to be off.
many chances.
They're going to be off Spike TV as of October. Who knows what's going to happen with that? That's all I'm really going to say about that.
I hope I'm just going to say I hope they get picked up. I hope someone else picks them up, not for TNA, because whoever's the creative team there, whatever. But they have great workers, and the fact that that's another place for wrestlers to go. Mm-hmm. We've been in this power vacuum for the last 10 years, 13, 14 years now.
Oh, yeah. It's not good to have a monopoly on anything, especially like with wrestling when there's so much talent out there and it's such a fun sport. I mean, it's like stunt cosplay.
Go ahead.
The TNA, is that the one that's they have a stage at Universal Studios in Orlando?
Yes.
Okay,
well, they
I
used
saw
to.
some matches there.
Well, they used to, and then Universal Studios kicked them out.
Oh.
I didn't even know they got kicked out of Universal.
They did. Well, they pretty much did, and then they periodically got a gig there, and just no, we don't want you here anymore because they don't. I don't know for whatever reason.
Bad.
And I was just going to say, and yeah, I've been saying it many times and I'll say it again. The number 2 wrestling company in the world is NXT,
Yeah.
which is owned by the WWE.
Yeah. WWE.
So they've got
Still.
number 1 and number 2.
I mean, yeah, I count NXT as its own separate company, and they're number 2.
Their numbers just on the network are comparable to TNA's TV numbers.
Wow.
And that's why they got canceled.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens with that, and we'll see what's going to go on over the next week with any more WWE news. Of course, we'll bring it to you here on SmackDown AfterBuzz.
Hey, Sting.
Hey, yeah, Sting's there. Welcome, Sting. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
13 years later.
Hey, he showed up, damn it.
At Comic-Con.
Yeah. Took him some time, but, he's here.
Call me when he actually shows up at a Monday Night Raw.
He may never wrestle. I don't care. Just induct him into the Hall of Fame. I hope he has one match. I know he wanted to be Taker. I don't know if Taker's
That would make no sense at this point.
Yeah, because 2 old guys.
If Sting wrestles anyone, I want it to be Wyatt.
The funny thing is, Sting is, Taker is younger, but in worse shape than Sting. Wow, because Sting's, 55?
I don't know. Well, for his age, he's in phenomenal shape.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll have all this to talk about and more. And of course, you can leave your comments or questions for us on our YouTube page or as well as iTunes. And if you have individual questions or want to hit us up on that wonderful social media device known as Twitter, Rome, how can people reach out to you?
Rome the Ruler. That's kind of my version of his.
Was that whenever you talk, that's what I hear in my head.
That's all the time. It's like, hey, man, let's go get some In and Out.
When have you ever said that to me?
I've never, but we may be on the road, so In and Out Burger, we may go get some.
Sure, why not? Plug In and Out.
But Rome the Ruler on Twitter and Empire of Rome on Instagram. Come look me up, and you can also find me on Black Hollywood Live doing Success is the New Black and Black Tea Party. And I'm done. Continue. Oh, I'll be at the Improv tonight. Hollywood Improv. Not that,
we gotta.
Not that
be more
anybody
specific.
here. Yeah, because I forgot there are multiple improvs.
Yeah, there's
Hollywood
a few.
Improv tonight. One on Melrose, but it's not like anybody in LA is watching this right now. So,
That's what you think.
I know people are watching it, but they're not going to show up at the Improv.
Well, prove it wrong, everybody. Prove Rome wrong.
It's like self-deprecation over here.
Show up. Tell him that Christian sent you.
We're going to start a contest.
And he was gonna buy, and he'll buy you a drink. If you go up to him and say Christian
No,
sent
wait,
you,
wait a minute,
Whoa.
damn it.
this is for
Hey,
tonight.
I might go then.
See,
Hey.
now you two will be there talking about, Christian sent me. I'm like, you are Christian.
Maybe I
man.
talk in a third person.
Yeah, see, no, let's not. We'll actually do that one day though.
I like
We'll
that.
do like a hidden cash scavenger hunt type thing to see if somebody will actually show up.
I gotta get
Not
cash.
with hidden cash.
Oh, I was
not,
gonna say.
That's what hidden cash does. Not us.
A handshake and a
Hidden
pat on the
cash.
back.
Yeah, see, there you go. Good, we'll
In any
sign something.
case,
Markeia, how
I'm
can people
Markeia
do your
McCarty.
Do your thing.
You can find me on Twitter at Markeia McCarty, MarkeiaMcCarty. And if you're interested in Sailor Moon Crystal, I do that with Kaori and Dale Rutledge. We do that this Sunday. That'll be at 4 p.m. And then, of course, you can see me on Main Event next week.
All right, and you can follow me on Twitter at CRosieVOC. And those of you in the Palm Desert area, this Sunday, Alpha Omega Wrestling brings you the annual Valley Rumble. You will be there. I'm plugging this for you, Rome.
Completely forgot.
Yeah, because this other guy who likes to sometimes go by JJ Steele will be in action. And I own the damn company, which means it's going to be amazing. And we got the Young Bucks are going to be there. Chavo Guerrero is going to be there.
Awesome.
And our annual 30-man over-the-top rope Valley Rumble to crown a new #1 contender. The AOW title will be there.
Gonna give me a good spot in the Rumble, right?
Well, it's a random drawing. You're in the Rumble. You got a 1 in 30 shot at winning. But I actually got a surprise for you. I've been feeling a little bad on what's happened to you the last couple shows.
Man, I mean,
I'm gonna make it up
coming
to
out
you.
to the ring with me and
leading you to victories.
Nah,
But
I think
besides,
I've been doing that,
but besides the point, I've noticed I'm feeling bad. I got a surprise for you this Sunday. If you want to know what it is, come to the show. Tell JJ Steele that Christian sent you, and he'll buy you a drink there too. No, I'm kidding, because they don't serve
I
drinks there.
might come to the show then.
you can drive 2.5 hours.
It's 2.5 hours from here.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for tuning in, everybody, to AfterBuzz SmackDown for Rome Moore and Markeia McCarty. I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Markeia Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Whirly Geek.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.